My name is Rodney Glassman. I'm a former vice mayor of the city of Tucson, Arizona. I'm a first lieutenant in the United States Air Force JAG Reserve Corps. I was a legislative aide for 4 years for Congressman Rodney Glassman, both back in Washington, D.C. and here in Arizona, and I hold my PhD in arid land resource science, desert agriculture. I'm running for the United States Senate because I'm concerned about the future of our state, and I'm concerned about the future of our country. We've had John McCain as our United States Senator for nearly 28 years. He's been back in Washington, D.C. And what do we have to show for it? I contend we have quite a bit. We live in a state where more than 50% of our homeowners are upside down on their home mortgages. We live in a state with one of the worst classroom teacher-student ratios in the country. We live in a state with over 600,000 veterans. Yet we have a United States Senator who consistently votes against funding veterans benefits, even voted against the GI Bill. And we live in a state with crumbling infrastructure, yet we're in dire need of jobs. We can do better. I come from Pima County, and growing up in Pima County and going to school there, I used to think that it was always southern Arizona that John McCain ignored. Until I met the mayor of Flagstaff, Sarah Pressler, and found out that John McCain's been ignoring Arizona. We have a U.S. Senator that has built his career off of giving speeches in New Hampshire and Iowa about what he doesn't do for those of us right here at home. And we need jobs right now. The average state receives $45 per person in federal projects, $45, and Arizona receives $15. Why? Because John McCain doesn't want to bring projects home. And those projects, the kinds of things that he's not bringing home include the Rio de Flag project up in Flagstaff. It's a retention detention project so that when the snow melts and they can capture that water instead of having to damage their infrastructure, they go to Washington, D.C. to meet with their senator, but John McCain won't support it because John McCain considers that pork. You've all heard that term before? Well, the fact is that I needed to investigate. What is this pork that John McCain's always talking about? So I've been traveling the state, and what I found out is the pork of jobs. It's not pork. It's our federal tax dollars that we're sending to Washington, D.C. that John McCain prides himself on sending somewhere else. It's the Rio de Flag project in Flagstaff. It's the new jail facility in Graham County. In Gila County, Shirley Dawson, Gila County supervisor, is very concerned because she represents the San Carlos Apache Indian Reservation. They have one of the highest teen suicide rates in the country. Yet, when she goes back to Washington, D.C. to meet with John McCain about bringing Job Corps facilities to Arizona, John McCain won't support him because John McCain considers Job Corps facilities pork. And it's the same with the water reclamation facility in Avondale. And it's the same thing with the Chula Vista Bridge project down in Santa Cruz County. And it's the same thing, believe it or not, in the city of Maricopa. In the city of Maricopa, there's an elementary school just 100 yards away from the Union Pacific Rail line. And every 20 minutes, the train goes by. And every 20 minutes, the rail guards come down, and every 20 minutes the kids have to stop learning, the cars have to stop. So the mayor and council from the city of Maricopa went back to Washington, D.C. to meet with John McCain about putting a grade separated interchange next to their elementary school. And you know what John McCain said? He wouldn't support it because John McCain considers grade separated interchanges next to elementary schoolyards pork. We can do better. We can do better. But it's not simply about bringing our tax dollars home. It's also about having a United States Senator that cares about Arizona companies. When the Navy goes to buy planes, they can be built by Boeing and Mesa, or they can be built by Airbus in France. Guess where our United States Senator wants those jobs to go? We need a champion for Arizona jobs. What's another great way to bring jobs to Arizona? A quality educational system. Yet we have a U.S. Senator who for almost 3 decades has been intent on destroying our public education system. All of us in this room, or at least the majority of us in this room, voted yes for Proposition 100. Yet when John McCain was asked about that 1-cent sales tax, John McCain said it wasn't his issue. Raise your hand if you feel that education shouldn't be an issue for a United States Senator. Should not be an issue for a United States Senator. John McCain was contrary to almost 70% of Arizonans. I'm proud to be the candidate that is supported by the 33,000 members of the Arizona Education Association who believe that we can move Arizona forward. So I look forward to the discussion tonight, and I look forward to your vote. Thank you.
Finally, let's hear from Rodney Parraz.
Thank you very much for bringing this event together. And Howard Bell, thank you so much for your leadership. And this is a wonderful venue you've got for this for our forum today. So we want to commit to all the hard work. This isn't happen just overnight. Having some people like yourself put in the hard work and make it happen. So I want to thank you for that. Before I get to my remarks, I have to thank three special people here tonight. My mother, Inez Fadas, who joined us from Sacramento for the rest of the campaign. My daughter, Mika Bella, and my other daughter, Natalia. I want to thank them for being here. I can get away with not recognizing my mother, but my daughters are not coming off the hook to stay home. So it is a joy and a pleasure. I'm excited to be with you all here tonight. Because in reality, this is not about us. This is about all of you. This is about change. And are we, as Democrats and independents, are we ready for change in Arizona?
Yeah!
What's that change going to look like? Who's best prepared to lead us through a process of change that makes something happen? Because right now, we've all been in the habitual mode of electing someone named John McCain to be our senator. Some of us have been doing it. So now it's time for us to withdraw our consent. It's up to you. It's up to Democrats and independents, or even Republicans, to come together and withdraw our consent because John McCain is no longer about Arizona. Yet over that time, it's been almost ingrained in this, it's John McCain's too strong to take on. John McCain's got too much money. Right? He's too well known, he's got too much name recognition. Right? But John McCain now is disconnected. And we have to send a message. And it's as simple as this. If we vote, he loses. It's that simple. We vote, he loses. Right? It's like we want it more than that. People talk about, the Tea Party, this, Tea Party. The Tea Party doesn't have nothing that you all don't have in this room. Your time, your resources, your relationships. If we start bringing people together, if we start putting out a bold vision of what Arizona should be about, that seat becomes yours again. And we start to have a different agenda, an agenda of change, a different vision, an energy that makes us first in job creation, first in education, first in health. Is that the vision you all want to fight for? You got to fight for that. Because if you want to fight for that vision, I'm willing to do the work to make it happen. I got over a 15-year record of working for change. I'm not a status quo embracer. Everywhere I've gone, I've dedicated my life to helping working people get better. I was so committed to social change. When I finished my master's at Harvard University and finished my law degree at Berkeley, I jumped on a plane and went to India to study the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi and to go meet and work with Mother Teresa. Because I want to know, how do these Nobel Prize peace winners, what do they do differently? How do they work with people? How does someone who's a Catholic man go into a country that's Muslim and Hindu and serve the poorest of the poor and make change happen? I was interested in that back then. Then when I started to organize the communities and bring together, work with church leaders to make change happen, make communities safe. I remember one time we were doing a community meeting in Dallas, Texas. There was about 15 people in the room. And after the room, we had a little debrief, right? They're identifying the issues of, there's a crack house they want to close, they want street lighting, there's too many animals in the neighborhood. And at the end of it, one of the ladies reminded my friend, she said, people need that. How beautiful to have people there in the room who lived next to each other for the last 25 years and yet to talk to each other about how they make change happen. And because of the work that they did, they were able to address all those different issues. And so tonight, I hope we'll talk about the ideas. We'll talk about our approach to different things. But the bottom line is about you. Are you ready for that type of change? If you want John McCain up, we can make that happen. We have the numbers. This is a time when SB 1070, immigration reform, John McCain says SB 1070 is a move in the right direction. Now it's up for us to redirect Arizona in the real right direction. And so, and now it's incumbent upon us. And I think the last thing, how much more time I have? A minute. All right. The last thing I just want to say, and I have to say this other thing because the last one in a minute, but I just want to say that I am extremely excited and grateful to see this many people come out. This is a Friday afternoon. Every day is a Monday. What's it, a Friday or Saturday? It's a Friday. You know what I'm talking about. So what day is it? My staff says, go here. You go, you're here to take this. You know, this is about getting to the root of things. This is about getting religious about the work we're doing. Because religious comes from Latin root religare, which literally means to connect. And I guarantee if we connect as a people, if we connect as a party, if we connect to a vision, we will change everything.